Birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai, birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai. Call Allah Yahweh, Allahayna Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kokodash. Bless you, Yahweh. Bless you, the Most High, in the name of the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. In the name of the Holy Spirit, which I uttered in the Paleo Hebrew. As well, I uttered, giving all praises to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kokodash. Which I just said, simply all praises to our power and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kokodash. And of course, giving double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will peace and salutation to the election, the first fruits, the choicest part, that whom the Lord will have mercy upon in these times, due to salvation. Coming, of course, with healing his wings, delivering the elect out of this captivity, which is in Babylon, but also, since we've been scattered, dispersed throughout the four winds, we are amongst the heathen nations in their various countries where we've been scattered to. And so salvation will come. All right, and it's coming via the chariots. It's coming through what the world calls our world willingly, in certain cases, called UFOs or UAP or what is it? Aerial phenomenons. But actually are the chariots of salvation. Of course, the brother Mafa from the Great Millstone Plaintables, can't locate it here in the city of Philadelphia. It's coming with a wee lesson. All right, again, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Of course, it's that 1/3 number of first 144,000, which are all men, and then the rest of the 1/3, great numeral multitude of believers, remember the children who the Lord is going to deliver. And like I said, this deliverance is going to be spectacular, and we're very excited for it because it's drawing nigh, based on the signs that we were actually given by our Lord Yahweh Shai, or who the Lord calls Jesus Christ, which means in itself Yahweh Shai, He the deliverer. All right, and he's of course coming. Now the other day, that was actually yesterday. I was at work and we were out in the Shaddai in the field, literally, and I was just getting these rubbish up, just cleaning up a particular property, and I saw something like pretty much it was like a shadow in a sense, but it was like I thought like some like rubbish was flying about or something like that. And then when I actually looked, like it flew literally right by me, like right there, like right there in front of me. But there was no fear. I had no fear, or I possessed no fear about Allah in my mind. And it was this animal which you can see on the screen, which I believe it says this is a red-shouldered hawk. That's what it is here. I have to do more research if it might be a different one, but I believe that's what I pretty much saw. It resembled just like this. And yeah, it was just like they're huge actually. And this is like pretty much the second time, if you keep up with my videos, bird has been pretty much nearby. I have birds nearby, outside my door, and they actually, for me, they serve as a sign, for many things. Of course, having the dove, which me being an Ephraimite, Ephraim is a silly dove. It always reminds me of myself. It also reminds me of peace, that the Lord sent in peace. A lot of the times when in mercy, and a lot of the times, and I believe that is the Lord's favorite bird, the dove. But a lot of times, I might be meditating and might think about things that might disturb me or may disturb me, a dove will fly by or a dove will be nearby. And then it just gives me a sense of peace. You'll hear the voice or the sound of their that fluttering sound, which kind of sound like it's crying in a sense. But yeah, just beautiful. And it's just more signs that I give attention to. All right, so here, like I said, I seen that hawk, that red-tailed hawk, or I don't think it's this one, a Cooper's hawk. Maybe, if anything, I can possibly see what in Philadelphia, 144 is currently 144 right now. Call Loyim La Yabashimashai, or 4:44 in the morning, or yeah. So yeah, I believe it's this one, the red-shouldered one. We got red shoulder and also red tail, but I believe it's the red shouldered one. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I saw. I can look at if it's native, what hawks are native in Pennsylvania. But let me see real quick. PA or Philadelphia? Yeah, red-tailed hawks. That's right. They can be found in open areas with elevated perches, and they sit and watch for their prey. They are meat eaters and feed on small to medium-sized mammals and birds. So, it flew right by me now. So I'm gonna bring out a precept, and y'all right, I'll just make this a very swift lesson. Perhaps what I'll do like a part 2. To the lesson, because right now it's like real early in the morning. I do have to go to work soon, but wanted to make sure I did this lesson. So it flew by me. I wasn't disturbed, and it was just on the ground right there, literally about, what is it, like a more than an arm length of my arm, which I don't have that long of an arm, but I would say it's maybe 8 feet, not even, maybe like 8 feet maybe away. It wasn't far at all. It was right there in front of me, and it was just there. And like I said, I wasn't startled or nothing. Now the scriptures tell you in the book of Job, I believe that's Job, either the 5th chapter, and it's also in another scripture. Might use one of these precepts too. Around 19. Alright, this is the book of Job, chapter 5 and 11. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. So, very, very, very important. Okay, prophecies, which brothers must, is a car, remember, all right, or la'a shechach, don't forget, all right. La meaning no or not, and shechach means to forget, or also means to ignore, all right. Remember these prophecies. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. A lot of times with us, the destruction of this place, even though it's happening in the Lord's timetable and such, and we were very, very, very joyful, very had Rob Shemach, or much glee and gladness when we saw this pestilence outbreak bring this place down to its feet, and moved all the operations to a grinding halt. Well, that brought us laughter, while a lot of people, they were very, very confused, which we didn't know particularly what was pretty much was going to happen next in the particular precise moment, like they're going to do this, they're going to reopen, etc. But all what we did knew and was assured of is that the Lord was moving, and that the Lord was bringing forth prophecy, and that we were fine, all right, the whole time. Even with me, with my work situation, I wasn't worried at all. It was more so the bits of being uncomfortable, all right. But the Lord, He can maintain the income, maintain the job, then do the whole thing, and you still have a better character person, built, all right, through the of course the adversity which I had to endure, going through, all right, being exposed to pretty much all these different lies, but still being not confused, the Lord hiding us from the scourge of the tongue, all right, the whole time, which hide might be concealed, like the word, we'll look into that real quick for hide, which is actually another word, chaba, and that means just hide or be hidden, to draw together, or actually harden. So thicken and harden. So thou shalt be hardened. All right, you can use that. Thicken from the scourge of the tongue. Neither thou shalt be afraid when destruction cometh. And going on, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Right. So at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, a scarcity of food. All right, which microly right now, well, on a mini level, the scarcity of food is occurring. It just hasn't multiplied itself to the head. You have a break within the supply chains. Okay, shipping logistics is all messed up. The Lord had brought forth many different events. With this, was it that Gulf of Suez, and overloading the stock of the with these shipping containers on these ships. A lot of product is being lost, in the seas, ocean. You have a disruption, that's going about. The brother Shema Yam from he camps with us originally from the New York camp. He which we all one body. He told like months ago how he was in Starbucks. I think he went to Starbucks, and then he was talking with somebody, and they told them that them iced coffees and such, they have them on pretty much like a back order, and that they ain't gonna see them maybe until like, I think he was saying maybe even until like fall or something like that. That all their stuff had got stuck in that the whole when the whole thing was blocked in that whole Gulf of Suez and such. And then it ended up coming up confirmed to be true. Of course, different news reports coming up with Starbucks with certain their products pretty much disappearing because of this disruption in the supply chain. And the brother was, of course, elated. He kept laughing, smiling. You know what I mean? So that's just another something we're gonna be doing, man. Not often, because the Lord's gonna feed His servants. Now, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Right. Now, like I said, we in the time of great judgment and such, and I feel that the Lord is making also the earth draw nigh to His hopeful elect. We're becoming more so in tune to the earth, I can actually feel the pain, of the earth. Like I'll look out the window, a window, and I see like, oh man, it hasn't rained that much, and the particular landscaping company that is currently managing where I live, they are terrible. They seem as if they don't really, they just want to get the job done. It's like mostly Ephraimites with this company, opposed to Issachar, but not to say that one is better than the other, that we are Israelites, but this particular company, the ones that it's Jake that they got working for them, they just seem like they just doing their job, and it's not really, they don't really care of the quality. Okay, the quality has definitely went down and such, and I feel that, of course, I see it. It's a reflection, because we put our spirit in everything we do. So, if you're doing a shite job, you can pretty much be like, damn, I can see it. Okay, it's, if you're doing a good job, your good energy is placed in it. You can see obviously the product of that. But yeah. So anyway, going back, it says, "Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth." All right, these different creations, the animals that of course Yahweh Shai had created along with the Elohim. All right, of course, under the blueprint of the Most High. All right. And of course, one of those beasts would be, of course, a hawk. All right, which flew like literally right by in front of me. Okay, I wasn't startled at all. It was kind of mythical. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, what was that? And I just like look up, because it was kind of like as if I was blinded or something like that. I couldn't see, and then I see it was there, but it wasn't like I got startled and afraid. So this just prophecy being fulfilled. You know what I mean? Things will ramp up to a complete Jacob trouble, but we seeing micro instances of this occurring, and that was a testimony of it. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Again, right here, this even breaks down even better. All right, now, the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. All right, so just shalom. And you got Shaddai right there, and as what that article or that bit of information has said, that these red-tailed hawks, they can be found in open areas with elevated perches, which pretty much the perch that this particular bird was using was the light pole, the high light poles of this property. All right. And then it was using also these higher trees, but you could still see them, but also, there's bits where, Yahweh Shemel Shai have it where they're camouflaged due to their, their feathers, their color. But it was beautiful, and pretty much the people that I was working with, they were marveling at it, and it just really patient. As it said that they sit and watch for their prey. So, I was also meditating on even that. All right. And like I said, I'm gonna bring it around spiritually to our salvation. Yeah, so live in peace, make peace, covenant. Because it also makes safe. Now, you had where what ended up happening later, after a bit, he was on the Shaddai, on the Ratzah, on the ground of the Shaddai, of the field, and it actually was gobbling up a snake, a very long snake, I guess a gardener snake, but it was huge. That snake was huge, and they kind of like I was doing pretty much, yeah, like tending to the field, mowing it and such. And what ended up happening was they like the heathen the one crew chief guy, and him first, he was like kind of like waving me down to make sure that I'm aware that this bird is on the field, in the field, and it's eating. And others was just Jake. They were sitting there. Well, one Jake, and then you had the other Moabite. They was pretty much like filming it with their cell phones. Now, what ended up then? He ended up saying when I, the EE out of WAM, he ended up saying to me, he's like, I wanted to make sure it was there, because I ain't want pretty much to like get defensive and like attack you or something like that, because it was eating and such, which that's just in his own mind, his speculation and such. But obviously the bird is not. The bird wasn't worried about me. Just put it like that. And I judged it spiritually too, because it was snake getting ate. You know what I mean? I was just like, yeah, man, that's how the Lord gonna devour these snakes. Originally, as they're characterized as the man in the Garden of Eden, being the serpent, which is the same spirit that's in Esau, Edom, the same spirit that was in Coyote or Cain as well. Is gonna get devoured, by of course Yahweh Shai, the rest of the angels, when they come back. So the birds seemed very very, very at ease when it was doing it too. All right. So and like it was just crazy too, just seeing it do it. And also, when I was seeing how the bird was like looking down, pretty much at me, the field, it made me think of a couple scriptures. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this a very short lesson. Do the spirit, and I'll just revisit it. So this is Exodus chapter 11 and 4. Ye have seen what I did to the Egyptians, unto the Egyptians, another dark-skinned flesh people, but not the Israelites, sons of Ham, Matzazarim in the Hebrew, and how I bear you on an eagle's wing and brought you unto myself. Now this bearing on eagle's wings, we were guided by the chariots. All right, the chariot being you have it. This would be actually Yahweh Shai, which real quick, I'll just get a quick precept on that. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, not to know how that our fathers were under a cloud, and all passed through the sea. Okay, and were all baptized unto Mashah, Moses, in the cloud of the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat. All right, and did all drink the spiritual drink, which we had so much. We had quails, we had so much blessings happen. The manna came down from heaven. All right, angel's foot. All right, Yahweh Shai is the bread came down too, if you can understand that spiritually too. Came down from heaven. But that's another lesson, and I'll do, factor it into maybe a part 2. And they drank the same spiritual drink, for they drank of the spiritual rock that followed them. So here, that followed them, and that rock was Yahweh Shai, or Hamashiach. But with many of them the power was not pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. Right, so Yahweh Shai, all right, was with us, guiding us, the whole way. Okay. Another way Yahweh Shai was written in the Old Testament. All right. Now, another precept. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 11. As an eagle stirreth up her nest. Now, I know it was a hawk, but like I said, I'm relating this bird to salvation. All right. As an eagle stirreth up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings. So Yahweh alone did lead them, and there was no strange God with them. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, that he might eat the increase of the fields. And he made him to suck the basher, honey out of the rock, and oil out of flinty rock. All right, and pretty much that's the point right there. Point being us being led. All right. No credit going ultimately to Yahweh, but as we went and got understanding this, Yahweh Shai. All right. All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is Matthew chapter 4. All right. And, the scriptures talk about, they described it. Clouds, you could, read it in various other places. Like I was reading Nehemiah of the account too, in Nehemiah. Because that's what I'm reading at this current time. This is the book of Nehemiah. Chapter 9 and 9, and didn't see the affliction of our fathers in Egypt, and heardest their cry by the Red Sea, and showed signs and wonders upon the Pharaoh, and on all his servants, and on all people of his land, for thou knowest that they dealt proudly against them. That's the children of Israel, our forefathers, which we are our forefathers. We can receive it in the reincarnation. So didn't thou get thee a name as it is this day, and thou didst divide this Yam or the sea before them, so that they went through the midst of the sea. All right, which they went through the Gulf of the Suez. All right, us being the children of Israel. All right, of the sea on dry land, and their persecutors were threw us into the depths as stone into the mighty waters. Right, and they pursued us, and they got destroyed. The chariots, these chariots of the Egyptians and such, swallowed up. All right. Moreover, thou leadest them in the day by a cloudy pillar, okay, which is a chariot, marakab, in the Hebrew of chariot, vehicle. All right, so-called UFO, and in the night by a pillar of fire, to give them light in the way that wherein that they should go. Okay, so again, I just this is just, of course, parabolic talk. This was a chariot. All right, which is very beautiful, very point. It gave them light in the way whereas they should go. Also Yahweh Shai being the light, okay, being the way, going on. Nehemiah, I'm gonna go down to verse 14. And madest known unto them thy holy Sabbath, and commandest them precepts, statutes, and laws by the hand of Moshe their servant, and gavest them bread from heaven for their hunger. All right, Yahweh Shai, manna. All right, and brought us forth water from out of the rock for their thirst. He made Moses strike it, and promised them that they should go to possess the land which was had it been sworn to them, sworn to be given to them. And we're gonna get taken up and escaping the nuclear destruction. Yahweh we be the elect, and the Lord is gonna bring us into Zion, gonna bring us into Israel. All right, which is gonna be beautiful. As it going into Matthew chapter 24 and verse starting 29, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars from heaven shall fall. The stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. All right, the rulership of this place is gonna be shaken. All right, which we see it get shaken up, but it's gonna be completely by the time Yahushua is here. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in the heaven, and then shall all tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, the chariots, with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. So salvation will be executed. All right. Let me get this other precept. I think it's Matthew 25. I might be back in the 24. It says, wait, everything should be in a red letter. It was weird. Particular precept I'm looking for. I don't know where this precept is. Yeah, there it is. Matthew 24 and 28. Or starting at 27, it says here, therefore, as lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For, and it's gonna be quick, man. For whosoever the carcass, or wheresoever the carcass is, which that'd be us, the elect, Yahweh we be elect, there will the eagles be gathered together. The eagles represent the angels. All right. And then I'm just going to leave off with this precept. This is Isaiah 31 and 5, the main precept. As I was thinking when I saw that bird, as birds flying, so will Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Okay. And it was like beautiful. Like when I saw the bird, fly too. I mean, it's always beautiful. Hovering about. Just gliding about, watching over. It seemed like as they know when to strike, waiting patiently. Okay. Defending, he will also deliver it. Not only just defending it, but also gonna bring the salvation. All right, and passing over it, he will reserve it. Okay, so just understing that, that's very beautiful. Because it means that we have a escape malat. Okay, because it says reserve is actually malat, which is giving a slip away, save life. All right, meaning to release or rescue. And we gonna be released from this captivity and rescued by Yahweh Shai. All right, and numerous angels gonna be there assisting. All right, bringing forth destructive power as well. Ganan, which go back to Magan, and Ganan, which goes into to defend, have a hedge, like a garden. All right, so yeah, just wanted to put that into a lesson. Hopefully you're edified by it. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shem El Shai, Hashem Kakodash, double honors to the apostles, and that was a great millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. Just more beautiful things to look forward to. I might see if I can read a little bit more on this hawk particularly. It says the rusty wings of the red. It said rusty wings. The red-shouldered hawk give away to bold brown and white stripes, while the rest display fine bars of lighter brown and white. It may be difficult to spot in the woodland home, but their red-shouldered hawk's loud whistle is easy to pick out. It could be mimicking a blue jay. A group of American crows will sometimes mob these predatory birds, surrounding and harassing them as a defensive act. But the two species also may team up to chase away owls that threaten red-shouldered hawk offspring. But yeah, that's another image. So shalom until next time. Akim, stay up. Salvation is nigh.